Hello. Hi, everyone. How are you? I hope you are well, and I hope the video isn't too dark. But I have a new light stand, and I'm trying to work with it without blinding myself. And I have another light all the way over there and a light here. Let me see if this makes any difference. It just made it darker. That might not be the best idea. Okay. Okay. Well, we know about me and my lighting. Let's leave that alone. Oh, and look, for once, Blue is in the background. See her over there? Yes, there is. Last time you saw her, she was Princess Blue. Right now, she's Queen Blue. Okay? And I'm still working to organize my yarn. And I can't believe it seems so far away when it's right behind me. But enough of that for now. So, what did y'all do this weekend? What did I do? Um, why am I looking at my tongue? Never mind. I was distracted by something. I went to, I was drinking something and it's changed the color of my tongue, but that's not important right now. I went to a live. I haven't been to a knitting thing in a while. I think the last time I went to this particular knitting, what would I call it? Convention? Because they're classes and they're vendors. Oh yes, those are my hand knitting needles, some of them. There are others back there somewhere. But I haven't been since 2020. Okay, and oh, what happened to the other earring? I don't know. I have no idea. I can only find one, and so I'm wearing one. But getting back to this, yes, 2020 was the last time I went to the Marriott Marquis. It's been a while. Anyway, I was worried because the last time I went and all the times previously, it was wall to wall people. You know, wall to wall people? I even took to leaving some of my classes early or leaving in the middle of the class and going to the marketplace. This time, there weren't as many people, so it was much easier to negotiate the marketplace. I even found seating on 2 occasions inside the marketplace. And yes, I know there was a little flood, but they took care of that. What's life without a little drama? I must say, I'm curious as to the future of the convention, as I would call it, because you could see a significant difference between 2020 and before and since then. Okay, even the number of vendors were less. The vendors had more space, which was awesome. It made it easier to shop. And some of the, I know my eyes always look white, but they're not. It's the way the light hits them. Some of the big name vendors and some of the superstars that you normally see were nowhere in evidence. But it was still a good thing because I was excited to go. And no, I didn't buy any yarn. I could not justify buying any yarn. I saw beautiful yarn, but I have too much to buy yarn. So what did I buy? The table is behind me. What's on my table? Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can get... I picked up a few things. These are stitch markers. Can you see those? No? There we are. I thought these were so cute. And let me see if I can get them to separate. Get a divorce, people. Have an argument, a fight where y'all are away from each other. Okay? And aren't they cute? I'm going to change the light bulbs because I have some other things I can use as stitch holders, but I think these are so cute. It reminds me of Harry Potter and that thing. What does it say? It's from Verna and Jackson, pineconesandpearls.com. But I thought this was so cute, so I had to get it. And then, oh, I saw these. These were the first ones I bought. They look like planets because I've been listening to a lot of discussions about what's a planet, what's not a planet, dwarf planets, rogue planets, galaxies, Milky Way. So these were perfect, and they were I would say the last ones. I wouldn't say the only ones, but they were the last one, and they were the packaging is in my color. It looks more purple here, but we know me and that hot pink. So I had to get these. And then I saw these. And let's see. See, it's a lady. It reminds me of one of the older princesses in this family, and it says girl boss. I'm like, this is so cute. They're supposed to be stitch stoppers so that you slip them on the needle and the stitches stay on, they don't fall off. But I'm thinking, and especially she is a boss where she works, so if I can turn this into pins, that would be awesome. Okay, and what else did I buy? Oh, I bought this. Now this is fun. I've always wanted to try the lotions that I see different people making and selling. And this is a lavender mint. Who is this by? Healmyhands.com. Healmyhands.com. That's easy. And the young lady said to me, save the tin. It's refillable. And I could call them or go online and buy a refill. I should have bought a bigger one. It smells wonderful to me. I love lavender. And can you see that it's a cake? Hold on. See, there it is. Okay, I should have bought a bigger one, but I wasn't sure because once I got myself involved in a lavender thing, but this is good. So I think the next knitting show, convention, whatever you call it, I'm going to run around buying these because my hands are very dry. And when you go into the public restrooms, the cheap commercial soaps they use tear my hands up. So this I like. Well, it makes sense. I bought it. The only other thing I bought, this. It's a book. Okay. What's it called? Short Row Colorwork Knitting. And it's by Woolly Wormhead. I don't know. As I say to people, everyone is allowed to define themselves, and everyone tells you what to call them, and you call it a night. And this reminds me of that shawl that was hot in 2020. Maybe it's by the same person. I have no idea. But this looks interesting. I seem to be on a kick for books because I bought this one and I like the pictures. I love pictures. I have to try. When am I going to have time? When am I going to have time? But I'm hoping I do spend some time with this book. And while I was at it, I just happened to stop by the library. And I picked this one. And this one is the Encyclopedia of Knitting Techniques. And what I love about this, it has some really interesting stuff, and it tells you what, like, let's say you wanted to do this stitch. It tells you the name, it gives you a chart, and it tells you the multiple of stitches. So this one is 24 plus stitches plus 1. So you know to plan accordingly. And that's the entire book. There are lots of charts. There are cables or things related to cables and the chart. So you could, if you're into hand manipulation, you can do this on a flatbed knitting machine or on the circular sock machine. If you're into lace, like, I think this heart is awesome. Can you see that? Can you see that? That I think would look nice on a sock. I'm sure almost everyone related to me would like, you're back to those holes on a sock, and be like, yeah. But it's a really interesting book. So maybe one day we'll have a real snowstorm and I'll get to lay in bed with my needles and the books and to try out a pattern. We do have some snow on the ground. It's a light dusting, okay? I think that any small child in this family could go outside and blow themselves a path. It seems we're no longer in the days of real snowstorms, but that's all right. That's all right. Okay, but one day, could you imagine you're in bed, you have something nice and, a hot apple cider with a little libation in it and a book, 2 needles and some yarn? That sounds awesome. You think so too? Yeah. Oh, I'd forgotten about this. I just happened to look over and it's not there. This is so funny. I bought, what did I do with that? Hold on a second. Did I put it here? Yes. I went online and I'm thinking I'm doing a great thing. I see Lycra. And I'm like, yeah, let me get some, and this is British Lycra. So I said, let me get some Lycra to see the difference between the British Lycra and the Lycra I have here. And I did not realize the Lycra came in this size. I don't know if this is a good or a bad thing. I bought 3 thinking that they were 3 fuller size cone. Do I have a cone around here? No. Oh, okay. Well, lesson learned. I'm sure somewhere in the description where the person was selling it, it said it was small and I should have disregarded the picture. Okay? But it's cute. Okay? So that's that. And what did I knit? I know I have a circular sock machine, and there's Miss Blue. No, there's Queen Blue, and I am not producing just thousands of socks. No. What did I do? Well, let me show you the easiest one. I did make socks, and they're works in progress because I still have waste yarn up here. But this is when I was first starting to dye yarn and I was trying to do a gradient. So how did I make this sock? What did I do? I took yarn, 2 different ends, and I made a, what is that? When you crank a tube. And then I dyed it because I wanted them to match. I wanted it to go from the darkest pink, and as we go down, it would get lighter and lighter. This is kind of sort of what happened. But look up here. See all the white splotches? This is the one time when I did not use enough dye, because normally I am heavy-handed, but this time, no. But I was on track. I was on my way. And I'm sure the next time I do it, I will do a much better job. And Why is the sock unfinished? I think unless I'm making a sock that's to be worn immediately, I'm going to leave them unfinished because I need something to do when I travel. I find it almost impossible to knit on a plane, but I can Kitchener. Okay, I can add a decorative stitch. There's something about the lack of space in an airplane. Where the armrests are, you get one, and the person in the middle seat gets the. It makes knitting uncomfortable. But if I have a whole container of these things, hopefully I can take some with me, and it will keep me distracted while I'm either on an airplane or on a bus or in an airplane. Yeah, we go in an airplane, we go on a bus, and we go on a train. So while I'm doing one of those, I will have something to do. And I have one more that I worked on. And this one is pretty neat. This one, yeah, and there too, so you can see. I tell you, no fake stuff here. And as always, these little light bulb stitch markers are a godsend. They really help me. Let me show you the pattern for this sock. See that? Yeah. Okay, you can see it goes one way, then goes another, it goes back and forth with that zigzag. I think this is really pretty. And because I have been working with embroidering socks, this would be a great one to embroider. Look at all those holes. You can go through it, and it's forgiving with mistakes because I can see I made one here. But that's all right. They're socks. Okay? No one is going to run up to my feet and go, is that stitch in the wrong place? No. And why don't they have a cuff? Because I wasn't sure it would work, and I did not want to have a cuff at the top and keep pulling out any wrong patterning that I did. So I said, let me make one sock, and if I'm satisfied, I can do the whole thing. But I said, no. It's easy to make a mistake on this, okay? The first sock I started 4 or 5 different times, okay? So now that I've done this, I know if I were to make another one, I can start with the cuff at the top because I know how to do this pattern, okay? I am not going to lie and tell you this was so much fun. No, it wasn't. It was tedious and tiresome. But as you can see, the work comes out beautifully. And if I were to ever put something through that, you know, like my favorite yellow or a nice orange, I think that would look really nice. And I'm working on 2 other patterns. I'm not sure how they'll come out. And we will see. I will keep trying. But I'm really pleased with the work I was able to do, even though this one was relatively easy. The hardest part with this was winding the yarn. But this one with the stitches moving back and forth, that was a bit of a challenge. And I bring it close so you can see. Because as someone says, you don't bring it close enough. Okay, this is just plain stockinette. There's nothing going on here. Okay, so I think that's it for this week. Oh, and I have to finish filling my yarn caddy. Can you see that? Tilt my head. And I was trying to do it by color. I'm not sure how successful I am. See my yellows. I don't go anywhere without my yellows. Then there are the multis above it, and below it are in the lavender purplish. Yeah. And I think I'm going to save the bottom for projects I'm going to work on and I need to finish. Okay? That's the plan for right now. And I am exhausted. And it's not because of this. Running around yesterday, because I went back and forth on those floors for that knitting thing. And then I went shopping today. I'm looking at 11 cases of Pellegrino water. Okay. And I love carbonated water. So, yeah. Next time it'll be 11, 12 cases of the other green bottle that I like. But in the meanwhile, let me thank you so much for being here. And I hope this new year brings you everything that you have ever wanted. Okay? Till next time, please take care of yourself. Bye. Okay.